$550? Hey guys, it's Max. Yes, I did order the AirPods Max. No, I am not happy about it. And my only question is, how much are the AirPods Pro Max gonna cost whenever they come out with those if these are $550? Today, we're gonna talk about these new headphones, what killer features they have that make them command this price. We'll also cover how they stack up against their biggest competitors, at least based off specs. We're gonna do a head-to-head comparison early next week, so if you wanna see that, first off, let me know what you want me to compare them to, and second, click that subscribe button below so you guys don't miss out on that video. And with that, you guys can help us reach our goal of 600,000 subscribers before March, which is our 2-year mark officially running this channel on YouTube. With that, let's jump in, and I have to say that I love the look. It looks very simple and classy. We have some mesh up top, which looks like a HomePod. And then we have what seems to be an Apple Watch tilted on its side with a little pad attached to it, which looks interesting. The headband opens up smoothly, so there's not little notches or anything like that. Knowing Apple is gonna have a nice tension system, so it's gonna stay exactly how you want it. And that's nice to have a perfect fit there. The over-the-ear cushions attach magnetically, so they should be very easy to take off and put on, but they're also gonna stay there once you attach them. And they are really large, as you guys can see. It's gonna go over your ears, and this is my favorite kind of design because you can wear it for a long time without getting pressure on your ears. Now, I have the Sony XM3s, and they are good, but after about 2 hours, they start hurting my head. Apple's saying the fit is gonna be awesome, and they're gonna be super comfortable, and I think that's probably gonna be true based on the headband, which looks like it's very lightweight. And then of course we have a bunch of aluminum. What I'm curious about is the weight. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And it's very interesting that there is no logo on the actual cups. We see so many headphones with massive logos on there. They want people to know what brand it is. Here, Apple is just going for a very classy, clean look. With that said, on the inside, they did put a little bit of fanciness in there. This ear cup looks awesome, and that HomePod-like mesh actually changes, and it gives you the left and right indication on the inside. And with that, your Apple Watch pods have that crown. Now, of course, I'm excited to hear the sound quality from these things. I know they have to be good, but what I might be even more excited for is using this digital crown. I love it on the Apple Watch. You have the haptic feedback, adjusting the volume of certain things when I'm using my Apple Watch as a remote is so sweet. You just dial it in. And I think this might be the ultimate way to control your headphones. You know, some headphones have different buttons that you have to click and tap. Some have touch surface that you have to swipe your hands and then it kind of works sometimes and it doesn't. This is gonna feel awesome, and not only can you scroll it to be able to adjust your volume, you could tap on it multiple times to skip songs or invoke Siri. Let me know below what you guys think about this control method. Now, I'm also surprised that they have 5 different color options. I thought with the Pro device, they might give us 2 maybe, or maybe even 1, but they're going all out. And with the regular AirPods, you don't really have a color option, you have 1. But with these ones, Apple's happy to give you some color options as long as you cough up some serious dough. And now let's talk about the good stuff, the audio quality. Apple says it sounds like an epiphany. I am sure it's gonna sound fantastic. I've been blown away by every Apple product as far as sound quality. The HomePods sound shockingly good with rich, deep bass that no other speaker that size can put out. The HomePod Mini smokes the other speakers in that size, and even just the price range as far as sound quality, I have no doubt that these are gonna sound super good, but the question is, are they gonna sound twice as good as the other alternatives that are already fantastic on the market? Apple is using 6 microphones on the outsides to detect noise, and then 2 microphones on the insides, just like on the AirPod Pros, to listen to what you're hearing and adjust the sound, I don't know how many times a second, to be able to fine tune it so there's no distortion and it sounds fantastic no matter what you're listening to. Now with that, they have beamforming microphones, and I have no doubt that the call quality is gonna be phenomenal from these headphones. On the inside, we have these large drivers that Apple designed themselves. And they are saying that you're gonna hear previously unheard of texture and accuracy. I wanna test that for myself. The drivers themselves have dual magnets to minimize distortion across the whole range to give you very good, clear playback, even maxed out, which is how I like to use my headphones. And the key to that is computational audio. Now we know that with iPhones and other smartphones, computational photography is what makes the photos so amazing, not the hardware. Here, of course, we're gonna have great hardware, but with that, Apple put an H1 chip in each cup, and each one of those H1 chips have 10 audio cores that are gonna be listening to the sound on the outsides. It's gonna be listening to the microphone's insides to dynamically adjust the audio, and that's what's gonna make these sound fantastic. Now we also have a single button across from the digital crown, and that's for your active noise cancellation. You can press it down once to go into transparency mode, and based off of the AirPod Pros, that transparency mode is going to be fantastic. These have the best transparency mode I have ever heard from any device that I have tested. And because these are AirPods and we have the computational audio, you are gonna get spatial audio. If you guys have not experienced this, it is wild. You're watching a movie, you have your AirPods in, you're turning your head, you see the source of the sound, it's all around you, but you're really kind of immersed in it, almost like you're there in the scene. It is crazy. You guys have to check it out. And of course, because these are AirPods, they're gonna have all the other convenience features. So as soon as you open them up, you're gonna have a little pop-up on your phone. You hit connect, they are instantly set up, and not only on your iPhone, but they're gonna be set up with all of your other devices, with your Macs, with whatever else you have, and then you can easily switch between them. So as soon as you pick up an iPad, bam, they're connected. And one of my favorite features is announce messages. It sounds kind of weird, but I love it. When I have my AirPods in, I'm doing something, all of a sudden I get a text message, Siri reads that out loud to me, I can respond. Once you get used to that, it's very convenient. And then always on Siri, that is also convenient. At first, I never wanted to use it. I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but once you get used to it, you train yourself to use it, it is convenient. And then of course the feature where you just pull them off of your head, they instantly pause your music, you put them back on, it gets unpaused. Those simple things is what makes the regular AirPods and the AirPod Pros just so nice to use. And even people that don't have Apple devices buy them and use them. Now, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. One thing that I want to complain about is this case. What is this thing? I mean, I'm guessing it's probably magnetically attached to the little flap there, so it should be pretty easy to put it in. You don't have to deal with a zipper. But man, the headband is exposed. You have some of the aluminum that is exposed. The crown is right there. I know they're gonna shut off as soon as you put them in. It's just weird. I wish we had something that had a little bit more protection, that looked a little bit more standard, and maybe the ear cups could fold in. This lays flat, but still, I'd feel weird just tossing it into a backpack. You know, with these things, after you include taxes, they were $600 to order them, but who knows, maybe Apple's gonna sell that separately. It's gonna be like a $100 Pro case or something. Now I could be wrong, but the biggest competitors that come to my mind are the Sony XM4s and the Bose 700s. If there's other ones that match up better, let me know down below. Now these are the best of the best when it comes to active noise cancellation, and they're also very highly praised as far as sound quality. But when it comes to the price, the XM4s are currently $280, and the Bose are now $340. So you guys see there's a massive difference in price. So let's go ahead and compare the specs. Now, unfortunately, Apple doesn't give us a lot of information. We have no specs for like the frequency response or really anything else. They just say that these have high fidelity sound and it sounds like an epiphany. So I guess we'll have to wait for that, but we can compare things such as the weight. And wow, they weigh 385 grams compared to 254 for the Bose and the Sonys. That's about 50% more weight. So I really hope the headband and the ear cups are ultra comfortable. We can compare the microphones. The AirPods Max have 9 total microphones compared to 8 on the Bose and 5 on the Sonys. But with the AirPods, 8 of those are for active noise cancellation. With the Bose, you have 6 for active noise cancellation. But the Bose use 1 more microphone for voice pickup during calls compared to having 3 on the AirPods Max. And all of them do have quick charge, but as far as the specs, they don't line up. Apple gives you an hour and a half for 5 minutes. The Sonys actually give you 5 hours for just 10 minutes of charging, so that is better. And the Bose, if you charge for 15 minutes, you'll get 3.5 hours. So that seems like a little bit worse than the other two. Now, it does look like Apple is sticking with Lightning. I was kind of expecting USB Type-C for such a high-end device, and then with the portless iPhone rumors that are coming out and them ditching Lightning, but nope, they're sticking to that. And in typical Apple fashion, there is no headphone jack. So just like the iPhones, the new iPads, and I mean, who knows, maybe they'll get rid of it on the Mac soon. You can't just plug them in like you can with the Bose or the Sonys. Now, you can still get a Lightning to 3.5mm audio cable. Apple's charging $35 for that. So you can use it with your Mac. You don't have to have Bluetooth, but you do have to have them charged in order to use them, unlike some of its competitors. Now, as far as battery life, you guys saw that the AirPods Max do have 20 hours of battery life, but that is with active noise cancellation or transparency mode enabled. That uses a lot of computational audio stuff going on, and Apple doesn't give us any sort of info on how long they last if you have that turned off. I know the battery life is gonna be better there. Now, as far as the Bose, those are also 20 hours of battery life, but taking a look at the Sonys, those are rated for 30 hours with active noise cancellation turned on, or 38 hours with it turned off. So there you guys go. Those are the new AirPods Max. Honestly, even though my name is Max, I wish they didn't call it that. I wish they went with AirPods Studio. It sounds a lot more classy and clean and high end, but I'm just guessing that they didn't want to go and compete with the Beats Studio, so we have the AirPods Max, and maybe I'm right. Maybe next year we'll have a new AirPods Pro Max for $1,000 or something insane like that. Let me know what headphones I should compare them with. If there's another higher end option that is popular, that sounds great, let me know in the comment section below. And let me know your thoughts overall on these. Is Apple crazy for charging $550? It does seem weird because they have some great devices that are low priced, like this new MacBook. We have the $99 HomePod Mini, and then we have these crazy expensive headphones. I want to hear your guys' opinions. Go ahead and click that circle above to subscribe and help us reach 600,000 before our official 2-year mark here on YouTube. That would be absolutely amazing. And you guys can see some other great videos right over there. This has been Max, and I'll see you in the next video.